Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a message on a previous video that said that their same tires and wheels as mine were rubbing on the fork. And so I thought I'd just take care of that a second and see how it looked. And I couldn't get the tire on. So I thought it was worthy at least to make a video of how I got it on by myself. And they're not easy. So if you're interested in split rims, stick around. Well, I wasn't going to film this, but I couldn't do it, so I thought I might as well film it because it was that hard. These are tubeless. I have cleaned this. I've tried several different ways to seat this on the tire with soapy water. It ain't Windex, that's just from the sink, soapy water. And this was to clean that all back off. The only thing that's worked so far doing this by myself is taking, and I think the key is Gorilla tape. And I've got it stuck down now, which I just started in one spot, stretched it out and just kept stretching it, and flipped this over and stretched it all out and then taped these on, and it's holding. So I thought I'd better film this and show you guys. Let's see, there's the valve. I'll put a little dot so I can see it from inside. Right there. Now, see if I can push this down far enough to get in there and release that. Oh my gosh, it slid up. It's in place already. Now the tap's wrapped around it. Well, that was a gallant effort, but it didn't stay. And now the tape is wrapped around the O-ring. I wonder if you're done, you could stick the O-ring around this, but it'll stretch out enough and then flip it in. Well, let's take it back apart, clean the O-ring up. Start with option 2. Plan B. And I gotta say, I worked on this a lot yesterday, and I didn't get it, as you can see. So it's always sweeter when you struggled with something and then it finally is right. I had to run around scratching my head, trying to find tools. Oh! See, that wasn't gonna work. All right, I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna clean this really good. I can put soapy water back on that. I'm actually gonna put a little silicone between these two. I don't want to get that on any threads. And this is exactly what this stuff is. It's super lube. Well, let's first see if we can pull this over this tire wheel. Oh, I don't want you touching that. Let's get this back out of here. Hey, it's on. Well, look at that. I guess you can just lay this on there and roll it up over. Now, definitely after I silicone this, assemble, put the tire on, I'll be able to roll that right down. And there it is. Well, let's see if it'll work. That was a little hard on your fingers, but there's your technique. Lay it on your stomach and keep it really clean so it's kind of grabby. If it's clean and not soaped up, Like I re-wiped it with lacquer thinner and stuff off camera. Make sure it's good and sticky. There's actually a little bump here, so it doesn't want to go back. Oh shoot, shouldn't have farted around with that. Oh well, what one man can do, another can do. You gotta get your fingers out of there. Boy, is this difficult. Whew, there. All right, I'm gonna roll it up close to it. Roll it back and forth so that it kind of, oh man. I don't know if I should put that in there or not. I want accuracy. Oh man. This actually hurts your fingers. Because you got to get them inside there. Oh, I am determined to get this. Okay, this time I'm not letting my guard down. See, it's rolled and it wants to unroll down. It's like you almost got to spin it once it's up here. Back a little the other way. That's what I'm trying to do now. Get to spin back, get some of the twist out of it. There, that seems a little more stable. That's what was happening. When you roll it up, it's just like a spring and it was unrolling back down. I'm not going to get it close to that edge because we both know what's going to happen. If it just drops in, that's not the position I like. When I took it out, it didn't just drop out. You had to wiggle it. Yeah, that's it. I got a dot where the valve stem goes. Oh, I have to put the silicone on first. Glad I thought of that before I got that nut on. Okay, let's glove up for this one. Try not to get any of that on the threads or near the holes where the threads are going to come through. This is super lube. This has got to help it down the roads keep sealed, keeping that O-ring seated properly. And it'll help it untwist over time from vibration because the surface will be nice and slick. I could get a littless on the tire, it probably wouldn't matter, but I prefer soap and water to seal the tire to the rim. It will dry out, and hopefully in a hard landing it will have less chance of wanting to blow off the rim edge, not blow out. All right, that looks good at this point. I went on YouTube today and I looked all over and I couldn't find any videos, probably because I'm just a bad searcher, but I couldn't find any videos with hints and tricks for putting these together by yourself. I did see on Mark's channel that he does it, but he has to wait until his neighbors can help him, which is fine. I don't want to wait. I want to figure a way to do almost everything I can by myself. And you do soap this up. There's a tool that you could put on there and you just pop it from the rim in. I myself use a piece of wood with a pair of these and I just grab it close to the end. I just put a little soap and water on there, grabbed it, I don't want to turn it over, but had a piece of wood in there for this to pry on, and you just slowly pull against the wood and it just pops right in. That's not an issue. And again, I don't have any directional marks on these tires to know how to put them for balance. There's my valve mark again, once again, so I know where the valve, where they wanted me to put it. They got a little V marked on there. Now I'm simply pushing it down until the 3 come through that are on the hub, the bearing hub. Split wheels are pretty much the only way to do this, because nobody has a tire machine to force it to go around the edge. They're not torqued in place, but they've got a little silicone in there. Now I can start with these. The reason I'm jumping out of order and doing this is so somebody wrote on one of my, I forgot his name, but he wrote on my channel, or commented on the channel, that his fork was the wrong size of the one that they sent him. And he said to check and see if these oversized tires fit the fork they sent me. So I thought that was a good suggestion. And then the nightmare started trying to put this together. I thought I'd just come out here for a minute and go, okay, let's bang this out a minute and just see if it fits. And then an hour later, I'm all frustrated. And I kept telling myself, well, I don't want to film that. Who cares about putting a tire together? But now, I'm glad that I had a minute to throw the camera on. I'll probably get an hour's worth of film and I'll put it together for a couple minutes. I will torque these up. At this point, I'm going to go with the Tubless. I like that idea. And as you can see, the ring is still sitting there. It isn't down there in the groove. It's quite lubed. And if I send it that way, it should make it. I'll see if I can get it filmed really good. This is the exciting part. As you can see, the rim is still sitting with that right there. And if I give it a little suggestion down, let's see. Did you hear it pop? It's in there. And like I said, it's lubricated all around it on that seat. So it should self-center itself. Okay, I'm going to use soap and water to seal this. And not a lot, because whatever gets inside stays inside. The other thing is, if you have a valve stem remover and you want it to inflate quickly to, make it seal, take the valve stem out. You'll get a bigger rush of air. This, with the valve there, of course, it puts it in so slow that it'll barely want to blow up. But these are really tight to the rim. So I'm going to leave mine in for the first try. Might as well try that. And yeah, let's get some air and see what we got. I'm not trusting my gauge on that one. This says we have, yeah, it's not even registering yet. Oh, that's the scary part. We got one in. I hate it when a tire won't seat. There it goes. I'd rather have them pop. There, that's got 10 pounds in it now. Soapy water works the best to check for leaks. I can check all around the bolts down here. They're not completely torqued up yet, but they're tight. And there's absolutely no bubbling. So the O-ring's doing its job. Absolutely no bubbling. I couldn't find any torque specs in the book, and these are size 5, So I'm going to do them to 100. Just occurred to me, I haven't checked the fork yet. All right, let's check out the fork. So this is the axle kit that came with it. It's got spacers all designed. At first I thought these were really ugly when I got them. They're really growing on me. Because of that pattern, you would think you would want something with straight line tread, but this works better on earth. But there, that's the answer to the question on one of the last videos. I can't foresee that's about maximum pressure. If I was to let out to where it really squatted down, it might take up a little bit more space there. If that was your issue when you had pressure on it, leave another message. I'd like to know if I got to worry about these in the future, but there's over a ½ inch there, closer to 9/16. Oh, it looks good. Hey, it's crazy seeing the front suspension kind of up there. And hey, thanks a lot for coming along. This was hard on my hands, but it was a good time. All right, we'll see you in the next one, guys.